the top of Cloud Peak is where we begin our adventure. You're all, yeah, a lot of things happened up there.
Yes.
And not the least of which is an appearance of Randall, but I talked to Joshua and we'll say whenever we all get together in the same session, we'll do that. Because you're away next week, right, Daniel?
Correct.
Yeah, so we'll just put that on hold for a little bit. All right,
Dang
top
it.
of Cloud Peak.
Cliffhanger.
I was hoping to
Cliffhanger.
kill him again.
that would be epic. All right. So, what would you guys like to do? A whole continent to explore.
So I got to refresh my memory here. So Vinnick did what he needed to do here, and some of us are not thrilled about what happened there. But and then Jimmy, your character also did what you needed on the top of Cloud Peak.
I think we did, right, Malcolm?
Yes. If you look at the whispers that you sent me at the end of the last session, then yes, everything you wanted to happen up there is going to happen. So your business here at Shinigami is done.
Okay.
Then yes.
Well,
I
then,
think eventually, correct me if I'm wrong, Malcolm, but eventually, my next step, I need to get to Nangrath.
Yeah. Well, yes. Short answer, yes. I'm not going to say in much more detail, but short answer, yes.
So, not a huge rush, but that is something on my to-do list.
all right. Okay. Well, then we have. We talked about going to the Dragon Bones and a couple other places.
Yeah, we have Nargoth, the Dragon Bones. We have Ronul's End because there's a torque there for sure.
Okay.
There's one at Dragon Bones too, I believe.
Where did you say one was before Dragon Bones?
Ronul's End.
Which is all the way over here.
I put a blue around it.
Yeah.
Okay. Should
So
we do? Go ahead, Jimmy.
No, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, since we're here, I'm gonna mess up the map for a second. If we just did something like this, maybe following the roads, perhaps, but so something like this.
Yep, I was thinking the same thing.
Dragon Bone to Nargoth to Ronul's End.
Yep.
We did mess up the map. Okay, sure. So climbing down from Cloud Peak is a little treacherous, but you take it slowly and steadily and get to the pace of Cloud Peak. I assume you're going to follow the river Ninok up this way to get to the Dragon's Bones. Is it this side of the river?
Oh yes. Oh, that's a river. Yeah.
Yep. That's the river that eventually flows through the center of Odenbeer.
Yep. Did we get a long rest on top of Cloud Peak, or?
I assume you're long rested now.
All right. Cool. Oops. But yes, we would follow the river so we don't lose our way. And I guess we would, since we're already on that side of the river, I assume we would stay there.
Okay, so heading north through the Wedgwood. Let's start with Toriel. Roll me a d20, please.
Okay.
And is the river poopier up north and it gets cleaner around Gorso?
Bloodier up north, not poopier.
Okay.
19. There's a good start. Roll me a d100.
All right. Oh, that's more mediocre.
It's a random table, effectively, so numbers don't really matter as such. Why'd you roll a 61? As you're pushing through Wedgwood, the usual things happen, and that any life you'd normally associated with the wood is silent, just the creaking of trees. And off, well, pretty much straight ahead of you. Let's see, who's very average passive perceptions going around. So you stumble upon these four shadowy figures, and they look like soldiers in antique armor. And they're heading like perpendicular to your path, and everywhere they tread, that vegetation rots and dies away, as if they're cutting a path of death through Wedgwood Forest. Now, Wedgwood Forest is, of course, huge, but it is doing some major damage to it. They don't appear to have noticed you, or if they did notice you, they don't appear to care.
I just, I don't know what you guys think, but I think we just let them be on their way.
Yep. No need to bother them.
Easy enough to just wait a while till they get it, 1,000 feet away and progress further north. But the other question is there good hunting here, Vinnick? Let's have a look at those survival rolls.
Yep.
I'll give you guidance, Vinnick. I know it's difficult.
So at it doesn't even need the guidance. Fantastic. You find suitable food as you press further north. Gala, roll me a d20, please. Nothing interesting happens. Oh, it depends. It depends what Vinnick comes up with. Vinnick, can you roll me another survival check, please? With guidance at advantage. Oh, once again, if you roll a 1 for guidance, you've successfully done it. Okay, now give me just 1 second.
Is the torque going off, or we have that thing that detects the torque? I forgot what it's called.
It's the torque itself. The torques detect other torques.
Oh.
And
Is it going off?
No, it is not. Just get you all on the map. Toriel, Gala, Shinigami, and Vinnick.
Both you have different artwork. He looks different.
Who looks different?
Loki?
Look, he looks like Loki.
Okay. Guess I just don't remember.
That's right, isn't it, Mr. Loki? This is correct, isn't it?
Yeah, that's me. See, I'm smiling for you.
I know. I guess I just forgot. It's been so long since we saw each other.
Loki, Venom, same thing.
So it looks like there's a campsite over here. Is that
There is indeed.
really there? Okay.
Somebody want to use their torque to find another torque?
Yeah,
Did we get a ping?
no pings.
Yeah, I'll try that. No
Yep.
pings.
They kind of auto ping, but regardless, Nothing pings.
Oh, nothing pings. Oh, okay.
Nothing pings, so I don't know. Well, yeah, but there is indeed a campsite here.
Okay.
Check out the campsite.
Yeah. Does it look recent?
It does?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have Timely fly around and see if she spots anything.
Well, as you approach, a figure comes out of the den. And it says, hello, travelers. Are you here to pay respect to the dragon?
Yes.
I'll get the many devoted followers who have an interest in dragons. You may observe, you may pray, but you may not touch. Nothing pings, Shinigami? What becomes immediately obvious, though, is this guy is blind. He's the way he talks, it's slightly off center, and his eyes are closed. So maybe he's just got his eyes closed, but he's comes across as blind.
Who was
So
the
what did
dragon?
you- Oh, go ahead.
This was the great dragon. Thalamas. Thalamas. It's a great and noble dragon. Tell me, if you come to pay respects, surely you would already know the name of the dragon, would you not?
Lots of things are lost in time, including names.
That is very true, my friend.
So what is your role here, friend?
Well, I am of elfin heritage, and it is my duty to respect the bones of Thelmaris, to make sure that people who come seeking a place to pray, a holy place, that I maintain the balance, that I maintain the respect. Because Thelmaris was a great dragon. And of course, what noticed him above everything was his great love for his friend, Lord Arden. Their friendship was great.
Well, that is a worthy cause. You is this something that you've taken upon yourself, or were you someone task you with this?
No one asked me, but it is the right thing to do. I was there when the dragon fell. Do you wish to hear the story of Thelmaris and the creature that downed him in the end?
I do.
We see Thelmaris was a great dragon and a great friend of Lord Arden, and they did many things together. They had a lair, as all dragons do. I assume this struck you as immediately unusual that dragon bones would just be lying around here. But in a sense, he did perish in his lair. There was this slimy, sticky substance that got inside the great dragon and rotted him from the inside out. And this is where he fell. I myself took it upon myself to reclaim the shrine and perhaps move the body back to a more appropriate place. But these strange, sticky, gooey creatures, they took my eyes. And I have feared to go back ever since. And you see, he flickers his eyes open for a while, and he's got no eyes. So it's not like he's got the blindness, like, genetic trait. He literally has no eyes.
Thank you for sharing that story. I did not know that. And no idea where this sticky creature came from?
I do not know where it came from. I just know that they worship the blind god. And I guess this is what become of me. But one day, perhaps, maybe these unusual times we live in might work to some sort of advantage. Maybe one day I can reclaim his lair.
Would Toriel, with her knowledge of history, know anything about the slimy, sticky creature?
Make a history check.
All right. Can I guide myself?
You can.
Good start.
What you've heard Salvaro talk about rings a few bells for you. How the dragon's lair was taken over by these slimy creatures. And from what you heard there, some of them are of an enormous size. And going blind is definitely a thing that could happen if you did visit the former dragon's lair. And when you look at Salvaro, like literally having no eyes, then things start to add up.
Yeah. That sounds scary. I'm not saying I can't speak for
My sound died.
or everybody, but
Huh?
if we wanted to aid you in this to reclaim the lair,
What? Can you guys hear me?
where we...
Give
Yeah,
me a
we can
thumbs
hear
up
you.
if you can hear me. Oh, I can hear you. Okay, just give me a sec. Check.
There's worships the light and the darkness religion, and in that I was just reading it because I remember seeing something about being blinded. Some uh, followers of the darkness within willfully blind themselves. So, do I know anything about this, Malcolm?
Sure, make a history. And obviously I can hear you now. I don't know what happened, but I'm back.
Let me get to my character sheet. Sorry, I was on the gazetteer.
Some people who worship the Redeemer, as the god of light, they like all God's messages, as we all know from the real world we live in, can be perverted, and they consider light to be a bad thing, and they would willfully blind themselves and purposefully blind other people as well. And when you hear the mention of Salvaro saying it's now the shrine of the blind god, you think it might be these twisted worshippers of the Redeemer. How light is a bad thing and seeing light is bad. So perhaps it's them. Good thinking, Gala / Daniel.
And I was going to ask him if we. I'm saying we, I'm saying we will, but we might be able to help you reclaim the lair. If we wanted to do that, where would we need to go?
Well, while I am pleased that you wish to recover the lair, I've warned you about the chances of going blind, and yet you perhaps go forward willingly. What is it that you're looking for? Been around enough to know that people seldom do such selfless, dangerous things. There's always a something else.
Well, we are. I didn't have anything specific in mind, but we are looking for ways to relieve the land of this curse. And perhaps this path would be a way to help with that.
I asked a direct question. You gave me vague answers. But if that's all you can offer for now, that is fine. To answer your question, I think you guys already know where this location is. Do you? Yes, you do. Over here,
What?
at the shrine of the blind god. That was once Delmaris's lair, but now it's been taken over by those things that worship the blind god.
Oh, very good. Thank you. I mean, the what you've told us is truly frightening. So, like I said, I would have to talk with my companions to see if this is something that we would be willing to face.
Please do. This is nothing
He is
other
going to
than
step forward and say,
Yep.
Why beat around the bush? We're looking for ways to enter the magical tower, and we're looking for items called torques.
Torques.
Magical devices that will help us bring back the tower so we can end this curse.
Lord Arden would wore one of those torques. I know he's entombed in the shrine of the blind god. I can't guarantee that it's still there, but if that is what you seek, that would be a good place to look.
Oh man, I had a feeling about that.
Thank you. That is where we're heading. If there's any aid you could give us, we'll be eternally grateful. But if not, must be on our way, I believe. She looks at the party.
Perhaps you could tell us. Is there a way to avoid becoming blind? I mean, how did this happen?
There is some dark power in there. I technically blinded myself. What I did do is the madness gripped me. I ripped out one of my own eyeballs, and I ripped out the other. It was not some nasty attack to the eyes. It's an attack on the mind. And obviously, I did not willingly rip out my eyeballs, but I ripped them out nevertheless.
Was it something that just came over you, or is it something that you heard that warped your mind at the time?
Something that I heard.
That is helpful.
What's your mask made out of, Loki? Is it a metal mask?
Iron.
Iron.
It's made of iron.
I think perhaps you, pointing to Shinigami, and you, Loki, it says pointing to Loki, perhaps you will be immune from the effect. Perhaps. Can you take your helmet off safely, Shinigami, or is it like more like a Darth Vader die if you do type of situation?
No, it's all me. Everything's integrated, so it's like all me.
So it's not a helmet, it's your actual head. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Hmm.
I
Perhaps we should all find similar protective helmets for this.
Well, if you want to kill a king and be reborn into a metal man, I suppose we can figure something out.
Is it because let's see here? Is it because it covers your ears? Do you think it covers their ears?
well, it's kind of both. You don't want to hear and you don't want to open your eyes. I understand this is not very helpful advice. I mean, I would go with you, but I don't think I would be of much use. And plus, let's just say I've had my fair amount of trauma there. I do not wish to go back. I'm happy here, being with Elmaris.
Hmm. Here. I look around to the party. Does anyone know the silence spell, or could you learn the silence spell?
Silence.
The best that I can do is I can protect myself or someone else from divine or infernal creatures through a protection spell of evil and good. It's the best that I would be able to muster.
Yeah, that's a no from me, dog.
All right. Toriel's doing a little research on her spell book. Let's see. Dang. Well, I would want us, the rest of us, to be protected somehow, but I don't know how to do that yet.
Well, we really have no choice. This is the path set before us.
Yes.
I will risk whatever is needed to complete our task.
Okay. All right. Well, please show us the way.
He says, oh, sound's gone again.
Uh-oh.
Weird.
Uh-oh. Can't hear us, Malcolm?
weird. I heard
Hello,
the
hello,
hello.
hello.
Hello. Yep, coming in. I don't know what's happening, but we're back. Okay. So, he says, well, feel free to rest here for the night. The shadows grow long. And leave in the morning if you so choose.
That
Great.
sounds good.
So, yeah. Yep.
Oh, sorry.
I was going to say.
I was just going to ask you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Malcolm.
I just say that you rest up for the night, and that is good. Okay, so long rest done.
All right.
And sorry, Eric, Finnick, Horiel, what were you saying?
Well, I might use one of the tablets to create or to have a spell that I need on there, but I just want to ask you a question about this spell. Let's see here. We're gonna make sure it's yep. Okay, creation, which is a 5th level spell. It says I can make any object as long as it's within a 5-foot cube. But could it be more than one object? That's not clear. As long as it fits within the cube. Object created must be no larger than that.
What are you trying to create? What's the end goal?
I was going to create some helmets.
Sure. Yep, I'll let you create some helmets.
And that is awesome. I have to make sure one thing here. I don't want to hold it up. We can. I'm ready to travel. I just want to do a little research on my own here.
So at first light, if you can call a place light in these dark times, you press on to the shrine of the blind god. And it's a little tricky to find because it's a classic lair. It's underneath a waterfall. I'll just get you onto the map. That map's being weird. I'll do it this way. Okay. Torio, Galena, Nagami. So, following Salvaro's direction, you enter into the Shrine of the Blind God by pushing through this waterfall. And if nothing else, you're out of the cursed rain that constantly falls outside, and you find yourself in a cave-like structure. Oops. What do you do?
Okay.
I want to do my divine sense again.
You pop up your divine sense. Nothing fiend, celestial, undead pops up on your radar.
And I'm assuming we have to follow these switchbacks. Malcolm?
Yeah. Follow the switchbacks, absolutely. You enter like through this waterfall over here, and then back and forth, presumably deeper into the lair.
Calling you a Shinigami.
I'll try to stay in the middle so everyone's in my era as best as possible. So I'm not leading. I'll be like third, probably. I'm having some lag on the map. My character, every time I try to drop him on a square, it like jitters around. Just so you know, I may not be able to control it properly.
I'll just assume you're in the middle if it gets to that stage. Okay, Shinigami, as you poke your head around this switchback, you see a statue, presumably of Lord Arden. It's been done with great care. There's great detail. It's a noble thing, but someone has knocked it over. Oh, and by the way, your torques are pinging. There's a torque nearby.
I like the pinging. But we can't use it to like zero in, like you said, right? We just know that it's got some level of proximity to us.
You know, it's 20 miles away from you, so you can't. It's not like a homing beacon.
Does someone want to take a look at this statue just to make sure it's just a statue, not some kind of freaky golem or something?
Is this the statue here?
Yep.
Okay, sure. I'll check it out. Oh, terrible. Hey, it looks like a statue.
You do notice, Vinnick, which immediately jumps out to you. For anybody familiar with the red cloaks, this statue is carved with a red cloak on it.
Was he your famous red cloak? Did I miss that part?
I'm not sure if it was mentioned, but he is a red cloak. You know, red cloak's been around for a long time. As you know, Shinigami, being one yourself, they know the law backwards. The judges as well. This was indeed a red cloak. And if you remember, the talks were entrusted to trustworthy people, I guess, like the king or queen of Odenbeer, the lord of Nangrath. And so, Lord, it makes sense that a talk would be entrusted to a red cloak, who are considered noble, law-abiding creatures. Maybe the most law-abiding people ever invented.
Nagami, is this red cloak somebody that you recognize?
Yeah, he's pretty well known.
Oh, and you notice he's wearing a torque in the statue. Like something is around his wrist. It's not the torque, but it is a representation of the torque. So this further, you know.
Not one that we have, what, 2 in our possession? So it's a different one. I mean, it's depicting a different one.
Yeah, it's just different. They're all the torques are of a different style, and this is the adamantian one. Oh no, clay torque. Sorry, clay torque.
Okay.
Does anybody have any skills identifying plants and other things of nature? I don't trust mushrooms.
I've studied that a little bit, Shinigami.
Well, there's some plant life up ahead. Are any of them something we need to be concerned about? Do they have spores that we need to be concerned about?
Can I tell from Shinigami's vantage point?
Yeah, anybody who thinks so might know about magic mushrooms. Don't want to ask anything deeper than that. They can make a nature check. See if these are poisonous or sheltering out
I know
spores.
all about.
Let's not ask why Toriel knows so much about magic mushrooms.
We should
But
collect those.
in your opinion, they're not for eating. They're
Oh.
poisonous, but
Mm.
they're a danger in that if you eat them, you'll get sick. But they're not. There's not going to be a big spore cloud, for example, coming out.
Okay. We're good, Shinigami. I don't think you have anything to worry about since you don't eat.
All right. I am going to try and telekinetically tug at this body here and see if I can pull it towards me.
It doesn't move. Something is holding it in place there.
All right, Toriel. So this might be your arena again. There's something questionable about that circle in front of us. Can't seem to get my powers to manipulate things.
Let me see if I can tell. Can I do an Arcana check to see if something jumps out?
Some type of magical effect that's keeping this body from moving? Sure.
All right. Oh, I already used my high rolls for the evening. Apparently.
You're not sure. I mean, it could be glued to the floor, could be stuck in the floor, could be all sorts of things. But one of numerous spells would do this, but still seems odd.
I'm gonna send, unless someone else has another idea. I'm gonna send Timely in. I'm sorry, Timely. If something happens, I'll bring you back tomorrow. And I will, send Timely in. She won't land. She'll just, she'll like do a kind of like one of these, looking around, but also looking on the outside, but also spending half the time looking at the center, get a little better look at the center. And I will be looking through her eyes as well. Oh. Come back, Timely.
Whoa.
Probably too late. Oh.
Oh, really, this was a... I did some custom art token for that because the token in the official module was kind of lame. But it is just think of it as a huge, gelatinous cube. So it was mostly transparent. I checked all your guys' rather lowly passive perceptions and none of them were high enough to spot this. If somebody actively perceived, which I don't think they did. But I think Timely's dead, but we'll see what happens.
No, not Timely.
One of my
Today
favorite
off.
monsters is the gelatinous cube. It's up there in like the top 5 for me because it's so unique and so weird. I've only ran into it once in D&D, and it was in the Mad Mage. I think they're really they're so unique. They're very cool. I'm glad we actually get to see one again.
They are neat, I agree.
You might regret that.
Oh yeah, I will. But it's such a unique monster. It's like you don't in any other medium I've ever read, books, movies, you never see anything like that. It's so unique.
You got a initiative for us?
Yeah. Who?
Same thing with black pudding. That's pretty. I mean, oozes are kind of normal, but black pudding's pretty rare too.
Yeah. It's very unique. It's like mind flayers, beholders, and gelatinous cubes are like the 3 staples. Like it's in no other medium except for Dungeons and Dragons. Unless you want to count mind flayers as Cthulhu monsters, then they're everywhere. But
Yep, that's true. How many hit points does Timely has? 1 hit point?
Timely has 1 hit point.
Oh no.
This gets sucked into the cube
Oh,
and then
double.
poof, vanishes back to the Fey realm, I think.
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
Shinigami.
man.
I'll describe what this thing is doing, but there's not much to say. I mean, it's a big blob of goo. What do you do, Shinigami?
Don't get too close.
All right. Well, we will just pew it from back here. So we'll go.
Eldritch Blast, yeah, that absolutely hits it. I mean, it's literally taking up the entirety of the corridor. You wouldn't be able to move without getting through there, so you're almost shooting a barn door. But it absolutely hits, 10 points of damage.
All right, and does push it back 10 feet.
Does it matter its size?
No, not for this.
Pretty crazy. Crazy.
Well, that hits as well. Another blast. Does it get knocked back another 10 feet?
He is another 10 feet.
Okay.
And no, I'm not gonna do spiritual weapon. I'll just move over a bit.
Okay, so 2 Eldritch Blasts. It's like a kind of hard thing to miss. But with surprising speed, it almost grows arms out the sides and starts crawling up the corridor. Oops. Gets to right there.
Oh, geez.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh, well, I wanted
Goodbye, Shinigami.
and Vinnick. Okay, so can both of you please make dexterity saving throws, please? Oops.
I don't think that I can, but I will try.
What are you talking about,
Damn.
Shinigami? Nice.
Natural 20!
There we go.
15. So Shinigami, with surprising grace, you kind of dodge out of the way and end up about here. Vinnick, though, not so lucky.
Would the aura from
Oh.
Gala apply?
Nice.
Yeah.
Would. Vinnick, you are not engulfed. You're just thrown to the side of this creature. Well spotted.
Goodness.
Gala, so this thing barrels down the corridor. Shinigami and Vinnick dive out the way, tapping into your protection aura. What do you do?
Looking at my bonus actions, hold on a second. Making sure I'm not missing anything I can do. Okay. I'll cast. Not that. Come on. Thunderous Smite is a bonus action, so I get 2d6 extra thunder damage on my attack. That's a first level spell. I'll cast that, and then I will attack it with Blood Song.
Nice. 15 hits. It's very big,
Okay.
very hard to miss. And
6 plus 2d6. Hold on. Plus 9.
so 15 as your thunderous smite goes off.
Then I'll attack it again. Oh, I don't know what that was. There's all kinds of dice roll for some weird reason. That's not what I wanted.
That's damage.
Yeah, it was just damage. We get that one out there. For another
19.
16. Oh, better roll.
Yeah, 19 absolutely hits.
Oh, not 19. 19. The damage of this one would be... Hold on. Let me roll it proper. Working real slow for me. Come on, roll the damage. Maybe it'll roll damage. There, hopefully that will work.
Right, so
That's way wrong. Oh, 11. There, 11 damage.
11 damage, and your Thunderous
I
Smite
think it's
is
11.
11 looks,
That's only for one attack.
that was your second attack, wasn't it?
Yeah,
you-
but Thunderous Smite only does for one attack.
Oh,
It
yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
do for
one
both
attack. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Hey, but you're
and that's it for me. I'll move just down a little bit. Actually, I'll move back and let the opportunity attack happen.
what was it, 23? And you take
Oh,
30.
hold on. I actually finally get to do this. First time I've been hit since I've leveled up. I have the shield spell, so I'll cast shield spell. So she touches her armor, and like further, she's put the names on her, and like all the people that have died, like spirits, go around her, make a shield of like ghostly shield to make a shield against her.
So
So I
this
get a
is like
plus 5, so I have 26.
Yeah, nice. So it's like the mages often do this, right? That spell.
Yeah, it's a shield spell, but it's like this. Does all the spirits that she's carved into her armor, she touches, and those things come out and like
Nice.
make a shield, just whatever.
Very, very cool. Yeah, so it tries to grab you, but the shield pops up, this arcane spiritual shield. Not sure how we describe it, but it does block it. Toriel, what do you do?
Oh, thank you so much, Kayla. That frees up some things. Because I definitely wanted to get the hell out of the front line here. So I'm going to run down here. And then I'm going to turn around and I don't know if fire's going to do it, but I'm going to lob a fireball. I think I can engulf it without getting Shinigami and Venic. But if not, I'll just do it a little bit
You
back.
can certainly try.
Uh-oh. Oh, are they... They're not in it, right? So I could do it behind it?
No, they're not in it.
Okay, yeah. All right, so we're just going to do a third level.
All right. So it rolled a 17. A minus 3 equals 14. It's not very dexterous. So fireball goes off, and it eats it.
Oh,
So yeah,
Uh-oh.
very good.
Okay, so it is immune to
No,
fire,
sorry.
or
I mean, it takes full damage.
I gotcha. It really eats it. Okay, I got it.
Does it? Yep.
Fantastic. All right, that is Toriel's turn.
Okay, Lucky looks kind of softened up. Don't know how to describe
Approach.
damage to a gelatinous cube, but it's looking damaged. Okay, sure.
And I'll attack it
Sure.
with my ignited blade. Ew. 15,
That hits.
and that's 17 psychic damage.
Can Shinigami, Venic, and Loki please make me dexterity saving throws?
Oh God! I should have just thrown it.
That's a no. That's a yes. That's a no. So the good news, Loki, is you do kill it. And I'm going to say for flavor, it's almost like napalm because of the fireball that Toriel cast on it and this goo. And this goo just explodes. And 66 damage for
Yeah.
Venic.
Wow.
And half of that for Loki and Shinigami. This thing just explodes.
Wait, didn't I?
I mean the other way around.
You mean,
Yeah.
do you mean that the other way around?
And it we failed.
Well, the DC's 15. Put it that way. You can do the math yourself for that. And Gayla, what do you do?
I would do a luck roll.
Go.
Oh, nice.
It's the type of luck
Wow.
roll everybody could do with.
The duality of man. 1 in 20.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's surprisingly profound. Okay, so it
Kind
turns
of
out
want to know what would happen.
Well, I want to be closer to you when it happens. Actually, to be honest with you, you moved away. That I positioned myself in a way, hoping you'd be closest to me, but it wasn't. Right now, it's Turiel, and I don't want to have to go after Turiel or deal with Turiel. So
That is appreciated. Toriel would appreciate that.
This is, of course, why this corpse, which is a skeleton, did not move. It was in the gelatinous cube thing.
Did the blind man come with us?
No, he did not.
Oh, okay. He said creatures. Does that mean there's more than one?
Probably.
Yes, we should be careful. And
Well,
sadly, I cannot send Timely in again.
No, I'm just going to start Eldritch blasting bodies, flinging them back, see what happens.
They just act in a perfectly normal way. They just act like skeletons. They don't react. They don't try and dodge it. But what you see as you approach,
What is this?
Well, first of all, these are all skeletons, long since dead, as to be judged by their bleached bones. And there's some type of stone monoliths growing out of the ground. It's not like the stone monoliths are on the ground. They seem to be growing out of the ground, which is weird. And with some runes and geometric forms, both on the monoliths and on the ground here as well.
I'll turn to Turiel and say, "Do you know what this is? You seem smart."
Oh, thank you, Loki. Let me take a look.
All the symbols bear the same mark. Maybe you would have noticed this anyway, Loki. It is a symbol of an eye with 2 slashes across its surface. Just in a very basic eye shape with 2 slashes across the surface.
Does that mean anything?
Sadly, I didn't do a lot of studying of religion, but maybe I don't know. Maybe there was some history I know about this god.
I'll make a religion check.
Okay.
I'm not
Nope.
proficient in religion. Never mind.
Nope. I know nothing.
Okay, Kayla, what you got?
Nothing.
I also know nothing.
You missed a lot of church days.
I'm more of a paladin of my convictions rather than of a god.
Were you rolling Daniel, or is it just taking a long time?
No, I'm not rolling. I have
okay.
history. I'm not proficient in religion.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Toriel and Loki come up with nothing. Shinigami, what is it? Well, I should say Jimmy, what's it the symbol of? Any player, an eye with the 2 crosses, 2 slashes across it. What is?
The blind god.
Yes, the symbol of the blind god. And Toriel, Loki, you should have studied a little bit more, because maybe you're out of class that lesson or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that Mercule? Mercule? Is that? Or am I thinking the wrong deity?
Wrong deity.
It's the goddess of
Different pantheon in this world.
That's J.K. Simmons' god in Baldur's Gate 3.
As you pop your head around the corner, you see there's several waterfalls feeding into this large pool down here. And the pool of water looks quite turbulent, and it's 40 feet below you. And you see an exit to the cave over here. Most of the water seems to be draining down somehow, but just a little bit's kind of overlapping over this side.
Is anybody getting a ping for the work?
Yeah,
It's in the vicinity.
which only means
Yeah, it doesn't change or get higher. It just pings once that it's in the area up to whatever amount of miles, 6 miles, I think Marco said.
20 miles, which is how big the
Yeah,
hex
20 miles.
is.
So it doesn't get stronger as we get closer. It just
No.
keeps the same intensity.
That's right. So 40-foot drop down here.
That's scary. Malcolm, before I leave this chamber, I'd like to investigate to see if there's any other
Sure.
clues.
Sure, make an investigation check. Discover a secret door right there.
Ooh. I was about to jump in the pool too.
Toria was afraid of the water. So she's like, I wonder if there's another way. Malcolm, I will say that it does look like part of the map it's grayed out but revealed. Like before we even went in the cave, I could see this. I don't know if you guys can also see that.
I see everything only.
You can see some down here too.
Oh yeah, I do see some of that.
It's like grayed out, but it almost looks like, oh, we explored that or something. And
I
I'm
think
not
there
sure
was
what's going
a gap up here somewhere. Like through here, you spotted it. So you just see this grey area down here. You did actually see it. And so, since you've seen it, there appear to be some sleeping mats there. Rather large, but sleeping mats nevertheless.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where? Oh, down here.
Down here. Yep, that's what you spotted.
Some
up
sort
here.
of slumber party.
Yeah. Are these the things that explode when you kill them?
Thing, sorry?
I'm not sure what you're referring to. Fennec.
Okay. Oh, I think you're describing. You were saying mats, like you sleep on the mats. Okay, I thought you were talking about a creature.
Oh no, just literal sleeping mats. Things for sleeping on.
Okay.
Well, should we try the secret door?
Yeah, I listened to it, but I didn't hear anything.
Mm.
All right. Well, let's open it then.
Yeah.
Anybody know anything about traps before we open it?
They suck.
I can
They're bad.
I can take they are bad. I can take a look. I'm proficient in thieves' tools and such. Would that be investigation? For checking for traps? Okay.
Your opinion, it is not trapped.
I don't think it's trapped. As I step back.
I'll open the door.
Yeah.
Loki
I feel like
bravely
you guys-
opens the door.
Or wait. Before I open the door, do I hear anything behind the door?
Make a perception check.
Okay, I open the door.
You do hear something, even with a 10. You hear the splashing of water.
Yeah, I open the door then.
Oops.
Excellent.
What?
Sorry, I think we opened the door at the same time.
Yeah.
So, but before you jump in there, Loki, let me explain what you see, because you might want to change your mind. Get back up here.
Oh yeah, I'll just
Stay
go
right
back
there.
up there.
So, yeah, it indeed water. It's slightly, and you look down the corridor, and it's just littered with the blades. Just blades upon blades upon blades throughout the water.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Is it like deep water?
Make a perception check. 'Cause it is quite murky. You, in your guess, it's about 5 feet deep. It's almost like if you went down there, it's almost like jumping into a swimming pool.
Okay.
Where's a 10-foot pole when you need one?
Oh, 10-foot pole.
Classic D&D.
Okay, I guess I'll just
The blades are on the side of the walls?
Everywhere, sticking up from the bottom, attached to the sides. There's just dozens of them in this 15-foot corridor. Dozens of them.
I'll just wade through then.
Maybe a dexterity saving throw, Loki.
Oh?
Yep. See if you can dodge the blades.
Are they moving or are they just fixed?
They're fixed, but Loki, no problem. You managed to dodge all the blades, so feel free to move to the end of the corridor as you were before.
It's fine, guys. The water's great.
I don't know sure how tall Loki is, but 5 foot worth of water, and it almost goes to the ceiling. So if you're thinking of like flying over it, that's not really a practical solution. There's not much headroom. It's designed this way to, prevent further access.
And I'll open this door. Oh, more.
Same thing, another bladed corridor.
Terrible. This doesn't look good at all.
It's fine, guys. Just follow me. And I'll go down.
Make
Do I have
another
to
dexterity
make another
save.
roll?
Yep, yes, please.
Like I said, the water's nice.
Once again, you power on through it.
Odd even.
The other place is not looking so bad now with all these blades.
I'm gonna
Please don't make me go back.
try something. I'm gonna try Eldritch blasting the blades to see if it dislodges them.
Sure. The Eldritch blade hits them. They don't really dislodge though. They seem fairly firmly planted. I mean, you could, in theory, spend hours, clearing this corridor of all the blades.
Then we'd have the other corridor. Oh boy.
I'll shout from the hallway. I thought I was traveling with adventurers, not chickens.
Yeah,
And then I open this
that's
door.
where
I'm
he'll
ready to go. I just didn't
Taylor's
want
gonna go with her aura, and she's gonna go after him.
Oh, I would like to follow. I'm going to follow her in her aura.
Sure. Both of you make dexterity
Two of
saving
us
throws,
could.
please.
Yeah.
And
Plus
of
40
course,
yours.
Toriel, you can.
Such a
have
good
your
idea.
aura.
All right. Dexterity saving throw.
What's your aura
And
bonus?
what is your aura?
4.
Gala.
Nice.
Take 9 points of slashing damage.
Oh, that's right, because yours is already built in.
How big is that aura?
What is
10
it?
feet.
10.
You should see a red thing around Gala. Do you not see that?
No.
No.
Oh, I have had it on this whole time.
see
I
it.
was the only one who could see it. There we go.
I see it.
Manic, you potentially could go in front if you wanted to get on this train.
Oh, okay, sure, I'll do it. And this way.
Yeah, I mean, no sense in.
Dexterity saving throw, Vinnick. +4
Dexterity saving
from
throw.
Toriel. No, you stand on a few blades and you take 9 points of damage.
Oh, jeez.
All right, I will adjust.
I guess we're scooching along, staying close to.
Just follow the sound of my voice. Let me get some of that sweet aura.
Yeah, there's one more spot.
I need to open this door. Or is it open?
Let's go.
Oh, okay.
One was already opened, Vinnick.
No, it was this one.
In
Oh,
no
that-
sense. Yeah, maybe we don't open it. I don't know. Do we open
This one to the
Well,
south
open
of
the
you,
door, guys.
Loki.
Let's go.
This one to the south of you that you opened, there is no blades there, but there's lightning coursing all over here. Just
I don't know if this is smart.
it? That doesn't sound good at all.
Shinigami, I saw you're
Chalky
18.
water.
But Vinnick and Gala, you're in a new part of the corridor now, so another dexterity saving throw from Vinnick and Gala, please.
Maybe
Vinnick,
let's
you're
avoid
good.
the lightning.
Gala, you are not. Take 9 points of damage, Gala. Yeah, another bladed corridor, it seems.
Oh, oops. I'll step through.
I'm behind you, Myra.
Vinnick and Shinigami,
Oh.
as you move into a new area, and Loki, for that matter, all three of you make dexterity saving throws. Loki, you're good. The beautiful natural.
I think I'm
Natural 20!
probably part of this as well.
Yeah.
There's more, bro. What
Yeah,
the
you're
heck?
good.
Oh, man.
So net effect, Vinnick,
Toriel
take another
is-
11 points of damage.
Toriel
not
is going to
good,
be
guys.
looking
Not good.
for more secret doors as we're going through here, just in case.
Make an investigation check.
All right. Investigation.
It's more blades.
I mean, I'm
And
glad I.
another secret door on the top of this corridor.
Ah,
I'll open it. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'll go see that room now. That wouldn't have saved us much. Maybe one roll.
So we have 3 options. I think we should check out this one.
All right.
All right,
No
I'll be
reason.
behind you. I'll be behind you. Go. I'll lead. You lead. I'll follow.
Do I have to
Key.
roll another one?
You do. Gala does. Actually, everybody roll one if you're going down this corridor. Everybody roll a
Yeah,
dexterity.
I'm
Well-
following him.
I failed.
Oh,
17 then.
Put it this way: the DC is 15. It's a save or suck. If you failed the DC 15 dexterity saving throw, you take 9 points of damage.
9. Okay.
I'm gonna give myself 20 hit points back with lay on hands because I'm getting
Sure.
wrecked.
I will also give myself some hit points back. But 10.
That sounds like a good idea. What do I have here?
Toriel would not say this, but Eric would. So you're supposed to avoid the blades, guys.
I just slipped. It's murky water. And I have a bucket on my head blocking my sight. Okay.
Yep. I feel like we
Wait,
keep
let
on
me-
forgetting.
Let me
Forgetting
explain
that.
what you see. So this entire area is coursing with lightning, and there's some type of a spear in the center of it that seems to arc around
Oh.
with the lightning.
Can someone grab the spear with magic?
I can try.
I can reach it.
Yeah, go ahead, Shinigami.
Yeah, so I will use my telekinetic shove to pull it back.
Make a magic. Roll a d20 plus your spell modifier, Shinigami.
All right. My spell modifier is 3. 17.
So you reach out to do the telekinetic shove or grab or pull, and it just won't budge.
Is it floating or is it stuck on something?
Stuck into the floor.
Ah, stuck into the floor. But it looks like it's the source of the magic.
Oh yes,
or the lightning.
Yes, all this lightning you see coursing around is definitely coming from this spear-looking thing.
Toriel's seen magic items. Does she think it's a javelin of lightning or something beyond that?
Make an Arcana check.
All right.
Bear a striking resemblance to a javelin of lightning.
Oh. Okay. Seems like it's harnessing the power. Think there's anything she can do. You know what? She's going to try the same thing that Shinigami did and just see if she can loosen it from the floor.
Using...
I also have telekinetic.
Okay.
Don't I?
Same deal with you.
Maybe.
D20 plus intelligence, I assume.
Okay. And nope.
Doesn't budge.
Yeah, telekinetic shove. What else?
Can I try to make a lasso with the rope I have in my pack
Sure.
and try to? What would that entail?
Let's make a ranged attack roll on any weapon that you have.
Okay, I'll just use that.
Sure. So the lasso... Ooh. I don't think lightning would do anything to a lasso. I think so. Would it burn the lasso?
Oh, maybe actually.
Yeah. I mean, lightning is very hot. So I think it just burns through your rope.
Okay.
I just Googled
well,
it and it says, yes, lightning can burn rope. So the rope, you lasso around it, but then it just breaks.
How about this? How about I Eldritch Blast the ground that it's stuck into?
Sure. Yeah. So you fire a couple of Eldritch Blasts at it. So you're aiming for the base as opposed to the spear itself.
Yep.
You fire, and we'll say fire 4, 5, 6 in there, because why not, just go for overkill. And it appears to loosen it up a little bit. So it could presumably be easier to pull out now.
Now, Toriel, if you're able to get it now, if you pull it towards us into this hallway, is it still going to keep doing that and light us up?
That's what I'm concerned about. Malcolm, I have a question. Is there anything on there that looks like it is forcing the activation, assuming that it's a javelin of lightning? Is there something modified on it?
No, I mean it's just sitting there emitting electricity. It's like a constant surge of electricity.
Okay. Well, I have one other thought. Well, I guess one more question then. Dispel magic. I was just reading Sage Advice. It says it can dispel the effects of a magic item, but not dispel the magic item. So Toriel is trying to think if, well, maybe if she casts dispel magic on it, then it might stop what it's doing. Is that something I just have to try, or is that an Arcana check?
I just
Yeah, I didn't see an official answer for that, but it looked like the Sage seems reasonable, but that's a Malcolm question.
Surely it must scale like if it was the hand of Vecna. Just dispelling a magical artifact like that seems unlikely.
Yep.
I'll tell you what. You
All right.
You can certainly
Okay.
try.
I will do that. I will cast Dispel Magic. I'm just going to cast it at 3rd level. See if there's any effect.
sure. Make same thing again. A d20 plus your intelligence.
You know what? I'm gonna use my heroic inspiration and re-roll that if I may.
Sure.
Okay. And then it'd be 19.
The lightning thing gets deactivated and lightning ceases to course around the room.
Sweet.
Good job.
Yeah, excellent. Well, I guess we should continue then.
Roll for initiative.
Oh no!
Yes, you, buddy. Maybe you didn't notice this with all the...
I was so excited.
uh,
Oh, nice.
Yes. The best roll.
Some magic mushrooms.
some magic mushrooms indeed. This, let me do this, let me do this. All right. Assuming everybody gets into the initiative order. Well, the good news, you don't get lightninged as soon as you enter the room, Loki. Roll me a d6, if you'd be so kind, Loki. A d6.
6.
Oh, well, that's good. So one of them was clever enough to prepare an action to attack you, which is what one of them kind of do. Could have been all 6, but only one of them. They're not the smartest thing. I mean, they're literally made of goop. But it does take this opportunity to try and take a snatch at you. An 18, Loki.
Can I shield that?
I think with that low initiative, no. It really catches you off guard.
Okay.
You take... Oops. You take 5 bludgeoning and 6 points of acid.
11 total.
Loki, come back!
Well, Vinnick, yeah, you're up. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to. What are these mushroom-looking things? I'm gonna try to shoot one with my what's it called again? It's called my witch bolt. I'm gonna try to shoot it with that. There you go.
So we'll say this one beyond Loki, and
Yep,
8
this one here.
actually
Yeah.
hits.
Ooh,
And
nice.
gets lit up with the witch bolt. The connection remains, and yeah, very slow moving. But there's a
Does it look
connection
like,
between
so I can take
Vinnick and
damage? Great, awesome.
yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so Vinnick lights one of them up. Another one comes and goes to try and chew on Loki. Rolling a 7. It's going to miss. Another one floats over to here and tries to attack Loki once again. Rolling a natural 20 for 19 bludgeoning and 7 acid. That's at 26 damage, unless you got some type of immunities. It's 27 points of damage, Loki. It goes all over you. Shinigami, what do you do?
Well, from here because I got reach with my weapon, so I will just go ahead and take a slash at the mushroom here.
That absolutely hits. When you hit it, it splits in 2. There's one more jelly in here. It's split in 2. Roll that guy into initiative. Oh, that's
Is the
convenient.
creature's constitution modifier 0?
No,
They get temporary hit points when I kill them.
you didn't kill it. It's split into 2. You almost made the
Oh,
problem
you
worse. Nothing died.
All right. Then I will telekinetically shove it 5 feet this way.
I think it's a strength saving throw for that one, and it rolls an 11. So goes over there, clearing the way.
All right, that's my turn.
All right. Toriel, you're watching Loki slowly getting dissolved. What do you do?
Oh boy, that's not good. I'm going to use my bonus action to Shinigami, you use this more often than I do. You can pull, right? With your telekinetic shove.
Yeah, I can push, I can pull.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to pull Loki closer to the door with my bonus action. He can decide to fail that if he wants to move. Okay.
Is it just 5 feet?
And it is just 5 feet.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see if there's anything else here. That was bonus action. Oh, no. Let's see. These creatures are what's dissolving him. Is that right?
Yep, it's not the water, it's these weird orange-looking things.
Okay, all right. And then I'm just gonna blast the one that's right here. It looks damaged, maybe.
With a...
And I will. It's going to be a ray of frost.
Okay. 12
Does 12
hits. Does.
Oh, okay. So 13 damage, and if that doesn't kill it, it slows it by 10. Oh, okay. Very good. And that is my turn.
Okay. Like this. So, comes and surrounds you, Loki, and it rolls another natural 20 for
What the
another
frick?
16 bludgeoning and 11 acid, so 27. Ha! I see your hit points.
And hear no bell.
Okay, you're surrounded by these creatures, Loki. What do you do?
What do I do? I'm going to attack one.
Sure,
I'll attack this one.
sure.
And 18 to hit.
It's with psychic damage.
Yes.
So that's 15 psychic. Is that right?
No, it would just be 11 because I don't have anything
And which one was it?
triggering
Sorry.
sneak attack. That one, but I'll smite it.
Okay. Well, roll your dice if you like, because it reduces it to 1 hit point. So the divine smite.
And then I'll hit this one.
Sure. Dissolves.
And then bonus action, I'll disengage. Move right here. And I'm going to see if I get knocked out when I enter the fucking spiky
12.
water.
12, so it misses.
Oh no, I meant deck save when I get into the spiky water again.
Yes, well, the attack of opportunity misses. Oh, I took the disengage
Oh,
action.
I
Sure.
disengaged, and I think I do.
Okay.
Knock myself out.
Skewer yourself on the blades as you rush back into the corridor. Down you go.
Yikes.
This jelly comes over to you, and it's going to minusly attack you at advantage. Rolls another natural 20, but it doesn't matter. You failed 2 death saving throws, Loki.
Oh god.
Oh, man.
Ayla,
I'm
It's all
so
up to
cooked.
Gayla.
you're muted, Daniel.
You walk through each other's squares, correct?
As long as you
I
don't
can
end
walk
your
through Shigami's
turn in an
square.
ally square, you're fine.
All right, well then I'll walk forward and to Shigami Square, grab Loki and drag him back and deposit him here and lay on hands him for, I mean, 1 point because we're doing 9 with this blade thing, so it doesn't really matter how much I give him. So I'll give him 1 point of lay on hands.
Okay. So, yep, easy enough to drag. It's force movement as well. So, Loki, you wake up. Maybe it's better if you stayed asleep. This is a not happy situation, but Gayla does save you.
Gayla, my hero.
You're on a 1 hit point, buddy.
And that's everything for me. That's my action and my movement and everything. Because I can half move it, I'm guessing, by moving him anyways too. So.
Okay, and hi Josh, nice to have you with us, and we'll get to you as soon as this combat's over. We'll switch back to the scene. on
No,
top
you
of
go ahead.
Cloud Peak.
Forgot my popcorn. This is getting exciting. I can't see what's happening, but it's getting exciting.
I'll tell you what, I'll put
My-
Asher right in the center here. You can probably see what's going
My
on.
inquisitive mind got the best of me. I
You can
wanted
see
to
now,
pick
Josh,
up
what's going
that
on?
lightning javelin.
I'm trying to zoom out on the map over here.
They're right there.
Oop, oop. There's something that came over there. Oh, okay, I see it.
Okay, so
Oh, I
Asher's
know
not
where we
really
are.
there, but so just Josh can see what's happening. Okay, Gala, dragging him back. Very good. Vinnick.
Right, I'm gonna door still open. I'm gonna shoot
Yep.
this one that's standing at the doorway.
Sure.
You unmuted? Yep. Okay. There's something better than Witch Bolt. They're pretty much the same. Okay. All right. Well, we'll do it again. Here we go.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
It shoots out, lights it up with the lightning, and does 0 damage. I should have maybe done that before. Keep in mind, these things were literally living in lightning. I think I let you get away with that last one, but lightning does 0 damage to it.
Okay. All right. Well, since it worked last time, I guess I would have not realized that this time. So
Tell you what. Feel free to retcon that. So
let's do that. Let's do something. I'm going to do an Eldritch Blast instead. Let's see if that will do something. So
all right.
Let's see. That's not lightning. That's a different thing. So let's do that.
Slams into this front one, doing 9 points of damage. It's still up though, Vinnick.
Okay.
You do have another one if you want to shoot another one.
I will do another one. Thank you. Oh.
Best damage.
Enough?
Just stays
That's
up.
not enough. Dang it.
So close.
Yep.
Okay, is that your turn, Vinnick?
I'm sorry. Yes, that's my turn.
Comes into the corridor and tries to infect Shinigami, but it rolls an 11. That's going to miss. This one is going to move into this space, attack Shinigami at disadvantage, rolling a 12, and then it retreats back to over here. So technically, Shinigami, that's an attack of opportunity if you want it.
But if I attack, it'll split. So no.
Okay. This one does the same trick, but ends up over here. Sort of protect Shinigami at disadvantage. Rolling a 16, so miss. Shinigami, you're up.
Okay. Is my Eldritch Blast at disadvantage with this guy in my face?
Yeah.
Okay. And I telekinetically shove him 5 feet back.
Well, you can't because there's other things in its way. There's no way to shove it to. Does that make sense?
Right. Yep. So tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bonus action telekinetically shove this guy 5 feet this way.
Sure. Does it get a save for that?
Nope. Not for. Let me double check. Let me make sure.
Well, I pre-rolled the shave and it was a 12, so I think it fails anyway. However you look at it.
Okay. All right. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and take my chances, and I'm going to Eldritch Blast this guy.
Sure. At disadvantage. That's a terrible roll, but it hits. And that's 4 points of force damage to it. And it gets knocked back 5 feet, or 10 feet, or 5 feet, I guess.
Yeah.
Can I go 5?
So.
Yep. And you hit it again with another Eldritch Blast, doing 2 points of damage. Oops.
I want to shove it back this way. Oh, actually, let me, shit. Let me, not shove it back, shove it up on the second one.
Like Like the D6 thing that you do?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's roll a D6. Still not enough.
All right. Well, that's all I can do. So I will just be a bottle top.
Toriel.
All right. Well, it worked last time, so I'm going to go ahead and use another ray of frost
Fireball.
in the first one. Brain freeze.
Frost hits.
Yep,
And that's the front one.
yes. I know I should have done the second one, but and I'm going to. How did I see how fast they moved? Was it like could
Fast.
they move more than 10? Pretty fast. Okay.
No, opposite. They're slow. I'm not going to say how slow, but they're slow.
Oh, okay. In that case, I will telekinetically shove this one or try to back. It's a DC 17.
I was an 18. Does not move.
Okay. That is my turn.
Loki. Mr. One hit point, prone amongst the daggers. What do you do?
I'm going to stand up, and then I'm going to dump all of my healing hands pool onto myself. And that's it.
Okay, cool. Okay. Shinigami. Oh, it rolls a 12. That's going to miss. Galen.
Does he get cut by the daggers? That might be a bad thing.
Oh, I'll explain something about that afterwards.
Okay.
Gala, Bloodsong is singing, and Bloodsong is not satiated. What do you do?
Well, not much I can do, given our positioning.
You can move into Shinigami's square and attack with disadvantage, but then you have to retreat back there, or do a sorcerer's burst with a natural 20.
Natural 20!
On the one in front of Shinigami, of course, is what I was aiming at, but oh well. It's gonna be ice.
Ooh.
Nice.
Down it goes.
That's it for me.
I will point out that was not with Bloodsong, so still not satiated. Yep, okay, cool.
Yep.
Vinnick. Vinnick? Oh, it's a good one to hide. Vinnick, what you got?
I'm going to shoot again.
All right, these Eldritch Blasts are working well.
Yeah, let's try that again. Here we go. Ready? And
Oomph. Eldritch Blast connects. 9 points of damage.
I'll shoot another one.
And disappears.
Awesome.
Is that one still there? Because I'm seeing one on my map.
There is just one left that's south of the doorway.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay, well, just to be clear, this is the last one. Comes up. Fires at Vinnick. Shinigami, and rolls a natural 20. Ooh, that's 20 points of bludgeoning and 8 points of acid, so 28 points of damage, Shinigami.
Yikes.
Speaking of Shinigami, you're up.
All right. So I will bonus action telekinetically shove it back.
Save for that one, I believe. It fails with an 8. How far does it go? 5 or 10?
5 feet.
5 feet, okay.
Yeah, the Eldritch Blast is 10 feet.
Cool. Both of those hit. And finally, bloop. So Shinigami.
How do you want to do this?
I just keep blasting it up in the air, and just as it comes down, I bounce it back up in the air like a pogo stick, and it just explodes.
Nice. Nice. Okay. So with that, this pool here now has no lightning in it and no daggers for that reason, for that matter either. So you could safely move into there.
Oriel, did that spell permanently disable the lightning, or is that just a temporary effect?
I don't know. We should check it out. I don't think it would dispel it permanently, but maybe.
You want to grab it and bring it with us and figure it out later?
Yeah, I think so.
Easy enough to pluck it out of the ground. It appears magically inert as Loki gets some healing. Just as you're pondering your next move, something really weird happens with time, and you find yourself transported back to the cloud peak, and you see a mysterious figure that turns around and reveals himself as... Stay with us, we'll be right back. Just go to a quick commercial break. Let's take a short break, guys, and then we'll get into that.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, short break.
technically wise, as far as I don't know much about your character other than a few things that I've seen so far.
Oh yeah, me too, man. Me too. I don't even know what he looks like under the mask. No, I'm just kidding. I do.
I haven't forgot. It just hasn't come up yet. We're gonna get that thing off. Toriel swears it.
We're all very narcissistic characters that are only concerned about ourselves, Loki. Sorry. You're
Yeah,
like,
like,
oh, you with the mask,
oh, you
whatever.
have a mask
deal with
on?
that.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
your
that's just your
problem.
face.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I am a automaton.
Right. So at the top of Cloud Peak, what do they see, Joshua, as this figure turns around?
They would see what looks to be like their old companion, Randall. Noticing a little bit slightly changes is Randall being a fighter and wearing, heavy armor, very skilled. You'll notice that he looks frailer. You may think that it may be due to loss of muscle mass, where his body was already kind of in the deteriorating stage, but he looks mildly thinner. Into the center of his chest, you'll notice a gaping hole that is in the shape of Gala's sword. And in from this hole, you can see this kind of a pulsating light. His face is a very stone cold face over there. Almost more of a confused look. Like this is some kind of a new world. Like you would think, knowing have traveled with him, that he would instantly recognize you guys. But there's no recognition. Like there's no mental recognition of who you guys are. Like, hey guys, how are you guys? It was almost like he kind of like your vague images of a member he can't quite grasp yet. So you can see a slight bit of confusion in his eyes as he's trying to wrestle with that. And I think it was Loki that originally tapped him on the shoulder. Are you the ones that I'm looking for?
Corey will say, Randall, is that you? Yeah, I would. She runs up to you and doesn't hug you, but like looks like she wants to. Obviously noticing that you've changed, but it's like, is that Randall? Is that you? I mean, you were dead.
I was. At least I remember crawling from a grave. I know not this Randall you speak of.
Is he dead, Malcolm?
Is he dead, Joshua?
Is he dead?
Like undead?
Yeah, I'm doing divine senses.
I think Shinigami did a read, and he pinged as undead.
Uh-huh.
But he doesn't look like a normal undead. Something's different about this particular. This is not a normal like zombie. He's not mindless. He's got complete reasoning. Like you can tell he's coherent. He's not like just like brains or anything like that. It's definitely coherent. But again, it's a very confused look. It's almost like he's seeing everything for the first time. You speak like you know me. Are you the ones that I'm looking for?
I don't know who are you looking for?
I was told to find the ones that would be known as the Broken Banner. The group would be made up of individuals That would be... And he kind of like sits there and kind of thinks and remembers Gala, Toriel, Shinigami, Vinnick, and Loki. Almost like he was getting ready to say someone else, like he originally was supposed to have somebody else, but then he corrects himself and says Loki. And Randall. These are the ones that I seek. They make up the broken banner.
That is us. We were friends before.
Were we?
Why?
I don't necessarily remember. It's hazy. On my travels here, I would have these flashes in which I would see through the eyes of, like I was in the middle of things that didn't have much context, whether it was a battle or an encounter, maybe perhaps sitting around a table having a drink. Some of you were there. I recognized some of your faces, but I did not know your names. So you are the ones that I am looking for. You are the broken banner.
That is right, but you didn't say why you were looking for us. I mean,
He told me to find you.
Who told you to find us?
She did not reveal her name. Only that I remember darkness. And then a blinding light. She spoke with elegance and grace. But out of almost desperation, fear of what was to come and become, it very well may be, she needed a champion, someone to right the wrongs. She said that she saw me in a glimpse, surrounded in darkness, be one small glimmer of light. Therefore she chose me to bring me back. The wound still hurts. He goes to kind of clasp the chest. It should have killed me. It may have. But here I am, I walk. Step by step. She said, seek out the broken banner. She gave me a task for each of you who make up this group. She said I would find you on this hill, this peak. She knew of it very well.
Gila will walk forward and say, we were all surrounded by darkness. She'll meet your gaze and she'll say, we had hard choices. Death was on our door. Death was all around us. And you chose to defend the innocent. And I chose the path of darkness to take life that you were protecting so that we may continue our quest. I slew you. You died. I watched the light fade from your eyes. That hole in your chest, and she'll bring forth Bloodsong and say, was made by this. We buried you outside of Vaubenaire. You should not. I do not understand. You were dead, but you were also like Turiel, a being, a person of compassion who still had light in them. Is it possible that you've returned to us?
If the things you say are true, maybe perhaps. But the one that you knew, I know not of the memories that he shared. As you seem to know me, I do not know you. Only through foggy lenses, so to speak. It's been adjustment to look through these eyes. Although I feel like I see things much more clearer than normal.
Who is this? What does this person have told you a request of us? And she'll say,
She
for
gave
what it's
me a
worth,
task
Randall, for what it's worth,
for
Randall,
each.
I'm sorry that you were that I slew you.
I do not necessarily know of a memory of this, though it may come back. Thank you for providing context if that memory was to arise. But I have no ill will, because I do not remember such a thing. Consider yourself, if that's what you are looking for, some sort of forgiveness. The one that you slew is not the one who can give it to you.
I do not seek forgiveness, for I would do the same task again if it were presented in front of me. But I do not take joy in it. I did not take joy in it.
He looks at you and kind of winces into, I see. That may provide clarity to the task that is at hand in regards to you.
Speak.
And you speak
I am
that
Galen.
of Gala. Yes, that is the task I remember. She said, when it comes to Gala, bring redemption.
I seek no redemption for myself, but for the kingdom. I deserve none.
She said nothing about the kingdom. She specifically said to bring redemption to Gala. That is my task.
Skillet says, I am beyond redemption as far as I can tell now. My only task is to end the darkness and cut through it so that those of light and a better judgment can heal this kingdom.
You
I
speak
fear
that
your
of in
task
absolutes. But you would also say that it was not possible for me to walk again if you have slain me as you said. I was given a task. I will search out to protect that task, to fulfill that task. I will travel with you, if you allow me, and find redemption for you. You may not believe it, but things that are thought to be impossible can be possible. And there's almost a sense of wisdom in what he's saying, like Randall, this is not necessarily Randall talking in this particular case. Like, he's got some otherworldly knowledge that is rolling around in his head.
Just so the decision is not up to me solely, it's to the rest of my comrades as well. But I have done things, darker things, since you were slain, that I don't know if you or who you serve knows. And I don't know if redemption is possible. But the kingdom needs its heroes, and you were one of the shining lights in the darkness. Maybe you can be again, and maybe you and others in our party who are untainted by the darkness still can end this. I shall look to Shinigami and Venick to get their input. And Loki as well.
The player Jimmy has a suspicion of what he's become.
Yeah.
What can I check to see if Shinigami has the same suspicions?
I don't know what your suspicions are, so it's hard to comment. What are you suspecting?
I'm thinking that he's become a revenant.
Ah, okay. So an undead with a task in mind that drives them endlessly. Maybe a religion check, I guess. Could well be. You know that, they're revenants, right? They die and they come back because they have unfinished business. It's usually to slay somebody, to kill the person who killed them, for example, with unerring focus. And you think maybe it's something like that. There is a greater purpose that Randall needs to serve, and it has not yet been served. So whatever entity this is talking about has aided him in this task. So you're definitely getting revenant vibes from him.
Well, I suspect that he's become what's called a revenant. And I don't think at this point that there's anything that we can really do to keep him from not joining us. Because if I understand correctly, these creatures, once they're set on a task, they're pretty much focused on completing that task. So I think we don't have much of a choice but to take him along with us.
Toriel's like all in. It's like I know he doesn't remember, but it would be. I would really like Randall 2.0 to come with us.
Make no mistake, this creature is no longer Randall. He may look like Randall, but he's not the Randall we know anymore.
I mean, what should we call you then, if you're not Randall? Josh, you're on mute if you're talking.
Man, I had a good speech too. Never mind. Never rewind that. Perhaps I was given a task. I do not know my name. I was only given the task to find the broken banner, to find Gala, Shinigami, Loki, Venick, Toriel, and Randall. Each was given me a task.
So what are the other tasks? You mentioned Gala, redeeming Gala, but you had one for each of us?
Who is Toriel?
That is me.
And he kind of studies your task that I was given was to protect. He holds out his hand to see if you would take his hand, like he's kind of ushering for your hand.
Yeah, he would. She would. She takes her hand. Yeah, or gives her hand.
Protect. And he'll place it on near where the wound is, which we would be positioning right around where the heart is. Now, when you have your hand up to the wound, you'll notice it doesn't beat. There's not a pulse. Instead, what you get is a rhythmic warmth, like a heartbeat. So instead of actually feeling like the actual, like the pulse, you feel the warmth hit like a heartbeat of light. Almost like sunshine. Like you just kind of feel like a ray of sunshine. It beats like a heart. Protect.
Eric's thinking, so like Randall. Randall protected Toriel. No, it's like, no, I think she would tear up, and she's like, thank you. We have to be able to call you something, but I really want to call you Randall. If you don't give me another name, I'm just going to call you Randall.
Very well. Shinigami.
That's me.
And he kind of like, interesting. She told me that Shinigami was going down a path. A path of darkness. So she told me, for Shinigami, bring balance.
The balance to the Force.
Yeah, the Force. The chosen one.
Who told you this again?
She did not reveal her name. Only that she brought me and I was to be her champion. I will use her powers to accomplish my task. The task that she gave me.
Just as long as your task doesn't get in the way of my task.
Noted. Vinnick.
Yes.
Fennec is muted. There we go.
Yes.
She was afraid for you. As she was for the others. That you were losing yourself. You were losing your innocence. You were losing your light. She told me, Vinnick, my task for you is to restore your identity. To remind you who you are.
You speak very wise words. How will you do this?
She speaks I would probably have to observe. Again, all I've been given is a name and a task associated. I don't have any backdrop of who you are or what you have done. Only but what I can observe from your actions moving forward.
Your words resonate with me. I appreciate you sharing this.
Loki.
Yes.
Yours is a unique task. It seems that even she was mystified by your predicament. So the task she revealed to me is a unique one. I'm not exactly sure what it would be, or even if you wouldn't even know what it would be. But she told me to unveil the mystery.
Okay. Interesting. Well, if you can help us lift this curse, then that's all right with me.
Randall. You spoke of Randall. You said I was Randall. That would mean that the last task is for me. I was to seek out Randall, and his task was simply end the monarchy. So if I am this Randall, then that is my task. I shall end the monarchy.
That is what we want as well.
Then our goals align. But I will be looking at the task at hand. Each of you waiting for her to speak, to guide. If anything, I would be a companion who will fight with you in the trenches. I know not how to swing a sword, which will be very weird to you guys that he does not know how, because you've seen him wield martial weapons with ease.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like that knowledge is gone. But I have a special power now. One that comes from within. And you continue to see the light just kind of beat as a heart.
He has risen.
All right.
Again, we'll say, then we will journey forth together again. But do not impose your will upon ours, for we all have our own destinies, and some of them cannot be changed.
Again, you speak like things are in the absolute. I pray that you seek an open mind. Allow things that were thought to be once impossible to become possible. I've walked these lands. They are cursed. She mentioned it pains her to watch the land fall under this curse. Many people probably think this curse cannot be corrected. They probably think it's impossible. But isn't that what you're trying to do? Trying to do the impossible?
We are.
The curse will end, and vengeance will be had.
Then allow yourself to understand that all things could be possible. Where there's a will, there is a way. You put your mind to it, there is nothing that can stand between you and your goal.
My goal is not redemption for myself. That is long since gone. My goal is to free the kingdom and to have vengeance upon the queen who has wrought this death and this destruction upon all people. I have gone down the path of darkness, and I will keep going down it to end this curse. Where at the end of my path, light will return to the kingdom. Whether it returns to me or not is immaterial.
Curious.
You are welcome amongst us.
He's going to incite your words to see if you truly believe you are beyond saving.
Okay, go for it. Roll. I'm going to set the DC at 15. No, at 14. At 14 sounds good to me. And I'll tell you exactly what you feel, what you see.
All right, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to roll, and I don't know what I'm going to necessarily roll. So we'll see what it gets over there. Did it do it? Oh, no, it didn't do it. Okay, I have a +1 modifier to this. All right, I'm just going to roll a d20. All right, so uniquely enough, I have this feature. I don't know if it's going to post in chat, but I'm going to add it because this somewhat gives me an idea of what you're somewhat dealing with. All right. And I am going to post this in chat because it is this feature.
Knows besides Malcolm is Venick, and Venick's gone, actually, which is kind of funny. But go ahead.
All right. Let's see there. And I will roll a d6. So that's a 9, 12.
Enough.
Nope. So, yeah, you don't know. She sounds like she's done things that are horrible, but you're not sure exactly what that means, and if she truly believes she can be saved. You don't know.
Very well. I will continue to look for ways to bring that redemption, whether you believe you deserve it or not.
And she'll say, if you are what I think you are, like Turiel, I will protect you as well. Before you in the past were a light in the darkness, and if you still are, you will help us at the end of this curse.
Randall,
Well, perhaps you can.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
What's your max hit points?
Max hit points is 75.
And your AC?
AC is a resounding 12, but I have mage armor, so it's a resounding 15, I believe. I think 15 is mage armor.
Okay, so just assume that you cast mage armor every morning, and we'll just set your armor class to 15, just because
Yep.
There's no reason why.
Because I cast it at will.
Oh well, there we go.
That might just also that gives a clue to also probably what he is.
Uh-huh.
The mystery thickens. So I think at this point, I will twist time once again and send you back into the shrine of the blind god with a new companion, an old companion. Tough to say. Now, Randall, make me 3 dexterity saving throws.
3 dex saves. Let's see if it's going to work this time. I don't think it's going to work this time. I don't think it came through.
Just tell me what it is.
All right, so
I'll take your word for it.
All right, there we go. So there's a nat 1, a double nat 1. Look at we roll.
Man, good way to start.
17 and 3 and 3, but these are not ones, so they're just auto fails anyway.
I'm just going to say on the corridor while you're walking here, you took 18 points of damage.
Okie dokie.
And Randall, excellent role playing.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
That was very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Very well done.
Well, Randall didn't do a good job, but Joshua did.
Oh, well.
I tried.
Gosh. No, you solid.
It was solid. All right. So back inside these flooded tunnels, thanks to Toriel's, kind of a Toriel Shinigami duo, you managed to remove this lightning rod from here. Now, while the artwork shows lightning, there is no lightning in this room. And the reason that these things are immune to slashing damage. So they were completely unaffected by the knives. And when you do slashing damage in it, as Shinigami do, they split in 2. And they're immune to lightning, which is another reason why they weren't affected by this this room while lightning was in there. So, what do you do?
Do we see the doors north and south, or are those hidden doors and we shouldn't see them?
No, you
Because
see
how the map is.
No, there are doors in the north and south, and 2 going to the east. Sorry. Guys, no doors. Yeah, doors to the north, doors to the south.
Okay. Well. All right, Loki, you're leading the way. This is yours.
Another
I'll follow Loki.
bladed corridor.
Oh God!
She'll put her hand on you, Loki, and say, "Fear not, for you're within my aura. You're within my light."
Let's get it. Oh,
Dexterity saving throw.
you told me not to fear.
14.
Oh wait, the DC. Oh, I've lost it.
It's 15. If it's the same as the other one. Let me see if I can do something.
Yep, feel free to move to the end of the corridor, but as you do that, you take 8 points of damage. And let's just simplify this a little bit. I'm assuming everybody's going to move up into this corridor, so everybody make me a dexterity saving throw. And DC is indeed 15.
Also, how damaged does Loki look?
I'm below half.
Okay.
I'm going to
Before you get too far into it, as I see him taking damage, you'll see light pulsate, almost like veins going through his fingertips. And he's all of a sudden, you'll see 5 little balls of light, and they'll encircle you, and you will take 15 points of healing.
15 damage.
Healing.
Oh, thank you.
And thanks.
Mr.
And
So I'm saying thanks to Gala, no one apart from Loki gets shredded by the blades.
What's going on in here?
Explain that in just a
Roll
second.
for initiative.
Oh my god, bro.
Go back there, Loki.
First, my inquisitive mind.
You know, I really like that you're going for it, because our group has a tendency, and I kind of get annoyed with a little bit, of like, there's a door. Let's do 15 checks on it before we go through it. And it's a friggin' door, man, and you're adventurers. You're right. So it's really refreshing.
Yeah.
In my defense, when we were going through the Odyssey, I touched a door and it was a mimic.
Well, yeah, totally. But I mean, it's just like, you know, it's a door.
Yeah,
Okay,
are we
that's
adventurers or are we chickens, fellas?
I love it. I love it. I do. I really do. So just, I'm behind you, man. If you want to do it, man, I'll always be behind you, because
Perfect,
we
yeah.
gotta go. Because the module's
Keep me
not
in
made
that
for,
aura.
Like, you have to have a cleric. If you don't have a cleric, you're fucked. It's made for every kind of like class. So let's go. Let's just do it.
Yep.
Oh
I
wait,
do
no,
for-
it's not. Wait, no, we're not going through that door. Wait, we're gonna rewind time. That's ugly. Back up.
Door is open. Initiative, please, everybody.
I rolled a 17. I'm not sure why my D&D Beyond's not working, but it's probably
That's right.
because it's on my laptop.
I'll add you in there. Rando.
I may have
That's
to work.
Yeah, you probably don't have a
this.
plug-in on your laptop, is what it probably is. There's a
Yeah.
plug-in you need to get.
the Beyond 20 plugin. All right. So, it's funny. Someone referred to Randall 2.0, and I was playing around with character art. That's exactly what I called him, Randall 2.0.
Yep.
Loki.
On my sheet, it's Randall Reborn.
Loki, as you enter in the corridor, you see almost like an altar, this thing is, with spirits zooming around it, and this black pudding-esque thing, this black blobby monster. And as you walk in, you're assailed by psychic energies. Can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please? And you are in the aura of
Nice.
Gala.
That's 14.
14 is the DC. You're fine.
Thank God.
Randall, perhaps seeing his destiny, perhaps knowing you should help, see Loki walk into a room and freezes. Something's bad going on up ahead. What does Randall do about it?
So I'm going to roll up here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to get these things off my screen because I cannot see. Go away, things. There we go. Now I can see. All right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. I see stuff that's going on right there. Do I have to make anything? I see Loki freeze up, right? He just goes up solid, like stiff as a board.
Yeah, well, it's like, despite what Daniel said, not Gala, he boldly opened the door and was shocked at what he sees. But you see him, he's just shocked. He's walked into something.
Aching with excitement.
No, but to answer your question, mechanically, there's nothing you need to do.
Oh, okay. All right. So I will look at him and look at the things that are inside. What exactly do I see? I see a big blobby thing over there, but there's something else over to the left.
The best way to describe it is an altar with spirits zooming around it.
He kind of like tilts his head. These seem unnatural. Perhaps... Yes, that would do. And I will cast Synaptic Static.
Okay. Remind me what that does if you'd be so kind.
I can create a 20-foot radius sphere. And you have to make an intelligence saving throw. The creatures inside this will take 8d6 psychic damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful. And if they fail, there's some other things that happen. So they need to make some intelligence saves.
Sweet, and 20 foot. So you can definitely get both of them. And intelligence saves. Boom.
DC is 16, I think. Yes.
This thing over here makes it. And this thing is going to use a legendary resistance to make it. So they both pass.
Okay. Alrighty.
That's a great use of legendary resistance. Get rid of them.
Alright, and they will take half that damage.
What type of damage?
Psychic.
Notice the big black thing shudders a little bit. The other thing, wholly unaffected.
Interesting.
Ooh,
Cool.
I can't hurt that.
See, now you know.
That's literally all my damage.
Well, this guy took damage, so... Well, we'll see.
Oh, I meant the spooky fella.
Alright.
Alright, and then for my bonus action, you notice that he's also walking with this little staff. As he casts, he strikes it down, and it almost seems like he becomes very proficient with it. As I cast Shillelagh.
Right. Well, there's another clue about where he's coming from. His Shillelagh is cast on your staff. Shinigami.
All right. Well, from here, we will Eldritch Blast this guy.
Wrote it. That absolutely hits.
And I'll lift him 10 feet in the air.
Sure. Total of 7 points of force damage. Got it. Hits again. I'm going to toss it around again.
I'm going to push him 10 feet back this time.
I can.
Even though I only did 1 point of damage, which is ridiculously pathetic.
One. Right. Oh,
Nice.
did you use that one where you get your proficiency bonus on top of it? I forgot what it's called.
Agonizing Blast.
Yeah, did you add that to it, or did you get that electrification?
No, mine's repelling. That's why I can toss him around.
Okay. Cool. I'm assuming that's your turn. Toriel, what do you do?
I'm going to step here briefly, and look at this horrible creature. And I'm gonna try a. I'm just gonna try a Ray of Frost. Keeping it simple here. Does an 18 hit?
Absolutely does hit as your Ray of Frost goes and does 0 damage to the creature.
Very, Very good. And I'm going to step back.
The speed's reduced though, right?
Maybe if it's.
I think since it's wholly unaffected by the cold, no.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Okay, no psychic, no cold.
All right. My turn. Actually, it's going to... Gonna be nasty. In-foot radius. Let's see what I can get with this. Those three in the front line there. Can you all please make me a dexterity saving throw, please? And yes, you will be helped by Doriel. By Kayla.
+4 for anyone in my room.
Oh, look at those. 2 natural 20s. So Loki, 17. What's the DC here? So, that's a fail, Loki.
Oof.
No mercy.
And
Look, you've been on the receiving end of a lot of damage.
you take that much acid damage, and that much... No, actually, it's all acid damage. You take 26 points of acid damage, Loki, and the other two of you take 13 points of acid damage. And Randall, make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Ooh, a con save. Yeah, that's a 10.
That's a 10. Well, you're fine then, because this is concentrating on that spell you cast, is how I read it.
Natural static?
Yes.
It's not concentration.
Oh, well, okay, well, we'll ignore that then. Okay, so this rain of acid just pours down from the sky. Seems to melt you. Vinnick, what do you do?
I am unmuted. I'm going to shoot an Eldritch Blast at this off-putting creature. Give that a shot.
Yes, half damage if you make the save, Randall.
Okay.
Vinnick, sorry, yeah, Eldritch Blast, 5 points of damage, absolutely.
Alright. I'll shoot again.
Sure. The Eldritch Blast coming, another Eldritch Blast hits for another 2 points of damage. Nice!
Alright, that's my turn.
Okay. Loki, frontliner or not, I'm confused, but it's your turn.
I am. So I'm gonna run over here. And then I am going to...
Wait 1 second.
Oh.
Can you make me a charisma saving throw, please?
Charisma saves. Oh, brother.
Psychic energies in this place is insane. You're at disadvantage on attacks.
Okay. Okay. Cool. 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 I am still gonna do what I was gonna do. I'm going to cast Infernal Challenge on the big guy I'm next to. Let me pull up the wording on that.
I just set a record for lowest roll. I rolled a natural 1 and it's got -5 on charisma, so -4.
So my AC is now 20 against this thing.
Out to attack
and
you.
then It has disadvantage on attacks against creatures other than me. And the first time it tries to move away, it has to succeed on a charisma saving throw or its speed becomes 0.
All right. Okay. And that's your bonus action. Nice. That is concentration.
And I'll attack it.
Okay.
Let me just turn this off so I can ignore it. 1 and 2. I don't know if any of those will hit.
Both of those miss.
Hey, please save me, guys.
Gayla, Loki's just stepping in stuff at the moment. What do you do?
All right, Gayla's going to bonus action. I'm going to use my Radiant Soul to get my angelic wings out.
Nice.
And I do bonus damage because of that now. And then she's going to fly out here 30 feet to there. Oh,
Make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Yeah, no problem. That's a gnarly looking token. I love it. Bam. 14 plus 20, 24.
Okay, you're fine, as you were.
All right, and she's going to then attack that inky black monster in front of her.
Oh, sorry, and a charisma saving throw.
Oh, and a charisma saving throw. Double it up. Oh, that's not good. 16.
That's good enough. As you were.
Right, fantastic. Then she'll attack that beastly thing in front of her. For 13.
Swing and a miss. Well, you hit it, but the blubber on it absorbs the blow.
I will use... let me look at how many luckies do I have left? I'll use a lucky because I really want to hit this thing. To reroll that attack.
Sure.
And a swing and a miss again.
No, 16 hits.
Oh, it does. Fantastic. I thought it would.
No, 16 hits.
For 15 damage, and I will pump in a Divine Smite into that. Level 3. I will burn this one. Divine Smite. Or someone say something so it doesn't take too long. Level 3 Divine Smite gives me how much for...
3d8. Oh, 48
What?
for
48.
level 3.
Is it a fiend or anything?
No, no bonus damage, just 48. Oh, that's very average.
And then for my celestial wings, it also gets an extra 4 damage radiant.
Okay, I can't do anything about that. Oh, excellent. Okay,
And
big
then my
chunk
second
out of it.
attack
Yep,
will go for that,
that'll hit.
and it will take 13 damage, and I get blood swirls around me as I get temporary hit points. Yada yada yada. I have to figure that out in a second. I always forget what it is. And that is my bonus action move. I'm done.
Okay. So you hit it twice, yes?
Yes. I get 13 temporary hit points.
And you also get this, you get 9 points of acid splash. As your blade comes into it, acid splashes off it, so you take 9 points of damage.
Can I take it off my temporary hit points, or does that go off my regular hit points?
No, you can take it off your regular hit points. Temporary hit points. That's what they're there for.
Okay.
Just check. Okay, all right. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, no, it's going to go for Loki, because you've compelled the duel with it. So it's going to shoot a big blubbery fist at you and rolls a natural 20. How many natural 20s have
Bro,
you had
what
against you?
the hell? This is like the
Well,
fourth one tonight.
Awesome. As a reaction, Mandel, I mean, not love.
Mandel? Who's Mandel?
Malcolm,
Yeah.
I rebuke the violent which it takes radiant damage equal to the damage it dealt.
Wow.
Whatever it gets, it takes radiant damage.
Force the attack to so let's make a wisdom saving throw. That rolls a 2, but it will use its secondary legendary resistance.
Ah! Damn.
So it takes half, is that right?
That would have been perfect time to use it, but that's still good.
No, it's good.
It does take
Legendary
half.
action and half damage. That's legendary action gone and half damage. That's worth it.
On a failed save, on a successful save, it takes half as much damage. Okay, and Loki still takes 0, right?
No, he takes full damage, unfortunately.
On a failed save, the attack takes around it just dealt. A successful save, it
It
takes
takes the
half.
damage of it takes damage it dealt. So it has to deal damage. If it dealt damage, it takes the damage. It doesn't reduce the damage.
Oh, so Loki and it takes it.
Yeah, they both take the damage. But
Oh,
it
but
takes
it'll-
the that's perfect time to
me
use it.
Big boy.
And Loki goes down. Blah, 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 blah. For its
Fine.
second attack,
Fine.
it will turn its attention to Gala. Blah, and rolls a 13, which I think misses.
Yeah.
Oh, brother, that's what it should have hit me.
You're cursed with these natural 20s. Okay, guys, this is not going to end anytime soon. I mean, this thing is nasty. So we'll put a top in it, a cap in it there as right at the top of the initiative order with Loki, and we'll resolve this next week. And I'll just autopilot Gala, if that's all right, Daniel.
That's fine, yeah.